Test, test. Test.
Go ahead and start talking. I'm gonna get our volume right.
Sorry about that, softball fans. Looks like we had some technical difficulties with the audio going on today. Seems like we've got it sorted out, though. Welcome to Best Mullet Field. Joining us with the score right now, Highland is up 4-0. Looks like number 5 is about to come in, throw home. Scoots away, runners advance second, third. Runner coming home to the plate. Safe at home and safe at third. We'd like to thank our sponsors, Citizens Bank, your Hesston Community Bank, for their
Now batting, Lauren Johnson.
Yeah, it's just a delay. It's okay. How do I turn the master volume up? Right here. It is hot.
Now in the mound for Hesston is Natalie Fisher, facing off against for Highland, number 10, Lauren Johnson. Count 2 balls and no strikes. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Strike 1, right on the inside half. Again, thank you so much for your patience as we sorted out our technical difficulties. We seem to be having it figured out. My name is Matt Hebert. I am joined by men's baseball coach Kyle Olson.
Now batting, Casey Oakton.
Is now 7-0. Highland leads.
That's yours. You were going. Test, 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 test.
Sorry about that. Foul ball straight back. Count is 0-1.
She's got an 0-1 count. The runner on first is 1 out here in the third inning. 7-0 game.
The 0-1 pitch on the way. Just outside. Count goes to 1-1. the 1-1. Fouled off in foul territory, caught by Kimberlyn Hobson. Throw to first, and the double play. We head to the bottom of the third. Score, Highland 7, Hesston 0. We'll be right back after this.
Test.
Test.
Now batting, number 00.
Welcome back for the bottom of the third inning. Lily Weir on the mound for Highland today has thrown 2 shutout innings so far. Weir on the season with a 2.52 ERA in 20 appearances, 149 strikeouts, only 45 runs allowed, and only 82 hits.
Up the plate for the Larks is number 00, Izzy Kane, second baseman.
Strike one to Izzy Kane, number 00, playing second today. Ball one outside. Have the 1-1 pitch coming up here. Kane batting .295 on the season. Ball two.
Check, 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 check.
The 2-1 on the outside half, 2-2. Correction, 3-1. My fault.
Kane takes that one to the outside corner for strike 3.
Strike two. Strike two. The 3-2 pitch, fouled off by Kane.
Hey, let me know how the volume is. Mine's lower.
I can hear Matt just fine.
I know, Matt's too loud. I don't get it.
Here we go. The 3-2 to Kane. Ball 4 upstairs.
All right, I think we've worked through the technical difficulties at this point. We should both be ready to roll. So, leadoff runner on base here at the bottom of the third, Izzy Kane. Coming up for the Larks, number 13, Olivia Nava, the Larks right fielder. She faces Ware and takes down for, no, right down the middle of strike one. I think my least favorite part about softball is the delayed strike call.
Always a fan of umpires who just give it to you right away. Don't have any kind of hesitation there.
0-1 pitch from Ware, Nava way outside. Kane, big secondary off first base. Nothing doing. How we got here so far, 7-0 Highland, 7 runs on 6 hits and 2 Hesston errors. Hesston looking for their first hit off Ware, and that will not do. It's a foul ball there. Lily Ware, 2 unscathed innings. And she's working at the bottom of the order here with Nava and Jessie Miranda on deck. Ware's 1-2 pitch. Outside corner, foul tip to the glove, strike 3. Throw on the first, not in time. Kane getting back. And that is going to be strike 3 as it went into the glove of Scotty catcher Cheyenne Minnick. So Miranda will come up with 1 out and 1 on here in third. The Larks looking to get their first rally going here.
Miranda, the leadoff hitter for the Larks, batting .532 on the season. Grounded out back to the pitcher first time up.
Slap hitter, puts it down left side, foul. She has always been a slap hitter in terms of her style, coming out of that box, trying to put balls on that left side and beat it out. Been pretty successful in that this season, hitting over 500. 0-1 pitch here. Just off the outer edge for ball one.
Yeah, haven't seen that one given quite yet today. So umpire being consistent, not giving that pitch right off the outside corner.
Mm-hmm. Ball slapped to third, Miranda. Oh, through the legs, and that's going to be, I mean, you can call it an error, but Miranda was going to beat that out either way.
Yeah, tough play. Third baseman knew that she had Speedy Miranda going to first. Came up on just a little bit quick, but, you know, that's a mistake that it's fair for anyone to make because you're trying to get somebody who's burning it down the line.
Yeah, and that's exactly what Miranda wants to do is make the left side infielders throw across and beat her, and more often than not, they do not. So Lexi Sylvie will come up 2 on, 1 out here in the third. The Lark center fielder takes that strike one down and away.
Really, really good spot there.
Yeah, Ware is a real solid pitcher, just to say the least. She takes strike 2, this time at the belt. So down and away, up and in.
Yep, changing speeds and locations really well so far today.
Yeah, Larks are going to have a hard time figuring out, and they have so far. Still looking for their first hit here in the third. Goes away, slaps it to short. Oh, interference is going to be called, I believe, on Izzy Kane.
Got to give her a route to the ball.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate play. That's one for the base runner that it's extremely hard to avoid. That's one of the things where it's against you, but it's not really your fault. And that's going to be an out there. So Kane will go off, so it's 2 outs. And Lexi Sylvie will get first base. So it's 0-0 count, and Hobson will hit with 2 on and 2 out here in the bottom of the third. Tough break there for the Larks.
Tough break. In that situation, you got to go behind, don't you, Coach?
You kind of have to stop. It's extremely difficult. I don't know if there's anything you can tell your runner at that point. I mean, she's got a ground ball, so she runs. Just happens to be right in the path of the shortstop. So that's one where the shortstop would have had a tough play to get Sylvia and get Miranda. And so it could have been bases loaded 1 out instead. We've got 2 on and 2 outs for Kimberlyn Hobson. And a 2-0 count. Now she's in the driver's seat here to look for something hard. She can burn into right field. A lot of speed on the bases, so a single in the gap could score 2. Hobson falls away. It's 3-0. This is the first semi-jam or a little bit of trouble that Ware's had to work out of, as she's 1 pitch away from loading the bases for Marissa Harrison. 3-0 pitch is expanded but gets the call, the 3-0 strike. We talked about that last week.
Yeah.
Umpires really expand their zone on 3-0. Want to keep the game moving, whether we like it or not. 3-1 pitch here. That ball's way off for ball 4. And Harrison will hit with the bases loaded and 2 outs here in the bottom of the third inning for the Larks. The Larks' first real chance to cut into this 7-0 lead.
Yeah. Harrison coming off 2 games on Thursday. She had a 3-run home run in each of them. So coming off a 2-home-run day. Big moment here. Probably not a hotter batter for the Larks that you'd want up. So see what she can do with the bases loaded against one of the better pitchers in the conference.
Yeah, it's been a good job for the Larks to get to this spot here, load the bases, and give ourselves a chance to get back in. But just a 2 spot and a 0 on the top could help them at least in the comeback. But a big at-bat here to do it. Ware facing Harrison, bases loaded, 2 outs. First pitch hack, and Harrison skies it, foul, and out of play. Right on that fastball from Ware. Harrison signed to play softball next year at Bethel College, right down the street. 0-1 pitch here, drives it up, and it's going to be
in foul territory. It's going to get out of play.
I say the wind's going to take that thing out of play.
Yep.
And Harrison's down 0-2. Job gets even tougher. Ware walks Hobson on 4 pitches. It responds well by coming right at Harrison, strike 1, strike 2. Sign of a good pitcher right there.
Yeah, doesn't walk many on the season. That's only her 40th walk on the year. So
2 pitch, little Change up there, chop foul on the third base side. We'll try 0-2 again. Harrison on her heels, trying to cover everything at this point, 0-2. She can get a mistake from where in the middle of the plate, has a chance to hit one hard somewhere. The Larks could sure use it here. 0-2 pitch. Way upstairs for ball one, it's 1-2. Again, speed on third, Miranda, speed on second, Sylvie. So a single will, as long as it leaves the infield, will score 2. 1-2 delivery here. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The ball's expanded on the outside. Harrison had to cover it. And the
Big
Larks go
strikeout.
down.
Yep,
Yeah.
big strikeout there for Ware.
So Larks get 0. No runs on no hits and 3 left on. We go to the top of the 4th. Highland 7, Hesston 0. All right, welcome back to Best Mullet Field, top of the 4th inning. Let's get another word from our sponsors.
Hey, we'd like to thank Ray Roofing. Ray Roofing offers a range of commercial, industrial, and residential roofing systems. It is one of the leading roofing contractors in South Central Kansas.
Sounds good, Coach. Thanks for that. We'll go to the top of the 4th inning. Leading off for the Scotties is number 11, Cheyenne Minnick, the Scotties catcher. She'll face Natalie Fisher, who came in on relief of Emily DiMartino for the Larks, and she squares the bunt, puts it down. It's perfect spot. No chance for Hobson. Base hit.
Really good bunt there.
Yeah, that's an impossible play.
Yeah.
Hobson did everything she could, comes up with it, and by the time she looks up to first base, Minnick is about a step away, and no one throws it that hard.
Nope.
And now coming in to hit, Gabby Schultz, the Scotties shortstop. That's the 7th hit on the day for the Scotties as Schultz takes
Minnick,
down.
31 stolen bases on the season.
Yeah, showcased her speed on that bunt as well. So we know she can run, and I think everyone on the field is probably expecting some kind of stolen base or something in motion here. She takes down for ball 2. Fisher, the drop ball, slow curve type of pitcher. He's going to work the bottom of the zone, trying to get you out front, hit the ball on the left side where the Larks have a strong defense. She's down 2-0 here. There's a slow curve, but misses high. It's 3-0. Got to start the other night on Thursday. Been starting either game 1 or game 2 in most of the series so far. She's got 15 starts on the year. 3-0 pitch to Schultz is taken down for ball 4. So after Lily Ware gets out of a jam, Hesston is now in trouble on their side. It's first and second, nobody out, with Alex Cerna, the Scotties' first baseman, up.
.430 batter, 11 home runs, 34 RBIs on the season.
Fisher's first pitch catches the outside corner for strike 1. Jayhawk rules here, 8-run mercy rule after 5 innings. So here we are on the top of the 4th. It's 7-0 with the Scotties threatening. That ball is skied up to shallow center field. Back as Miranda makes the catch for out number 1 over the shoulder there. Izzy Kane, Lexi Sylvie also converged, but Miranda up with the baseball, with the softball.
Now batting.
Coach, question on that one. That's not an infield fly rule because that's a tough play. Runner's forced to go back.
Yeah, the infield fly, it has to be a routine play. And that was anything but routine as Miranda was running, catching it over her shoulder in the grass. So you can do it in the grass if everyone's camped under it, but they were not. So strike one there. As Fisher gets ahead of Kirsten Finch, the Scotty second baseman. And her 1 pitch is up and away for ball one. Infield fly, one of the most messed up rules in sports in terms of players not knowing it, I think, is the issue.
Yeah.
The coaches know it, but players are not always getting it right. The ball drops and they just run and they get forced out somewhere and look, everyone's just yelling at them.
Yeah.
Good spot to be.
Or a situation like that, if Jesse doesn't make that catch, then you've got the runner that's supposed to be going to third still standing on second.
Yeah, it would have been a tough spot because Izzy Kane went after the ball as well, so they weren't going to get a force out at second. She would have to make a long throw to third. It would have been all of a little crazy there. So 3-1 now the count on Dakota Miller, the DP. 2 on, 1 out here in the fourth. 3-1 pitch. Oh, just misses the bottom of that zone. It's ball 4. So Fisher in hot water here. Bases loaded. 1 out. Here comes Lauren Gray,
Now
the
batting.
right fielder.
Lauren Gray.
Not quite getting the call on the down pitch right now. Not every umpire is going to give that to you all the time.
No, it's figuring out what his zone is, and hopefully the sooner you figure it out, the better, because then you know where you can maybe take a little bit, get a little bit of a call, and where you're not going to get it during the day.
Some guys or ladies are bigger side to side. Some are bigger up to down. So it looks like maybe side to side for this guy. Ball skied in the air. This one could be an infield fly, but it's not because it's foul.
Wind blowing it.
Allen makes the play in foul territory. Long run for her. She thought she was under it, and the wind killed it closer and closer to that dugout, but she makes the play for out number 2. The Larks are 1 out away from getting out of this
Now batting.
jam,
Kirsten Finch.
and it'd be Kirsten Finch, the second baseman for the Scotties. Fisher gets the sign from Coach Bell, spins it up there, slow curve, strike 1. Uses that slow curve a lot to keep hitters off balance. Doesn't have a ton of velo, so it's not going to blow it by anybody.
Trying to get him to roll over on it if she can.
If you can hit it to Jesse Miranda, I think you'll be in good shape most of the time. Another slow curve, pops this one up. Marissa Harrison going back, and it's going to go just on the other side of that netting. And Harrison was there had it stayed in, but it's 0-2.
Looked like she was going to have room. I think the other night, without that breeze, that would have been an easy play, but the wind blowing that all the way out. Home runs to right field are going to be at a minimum today, just based on where that wind is blowing. Left field, you can still see it, but with the outfield playing big here at Hesston and the wind blowing in strong from right, probably not going to see a whole lot hit that way. And if they are, they're going to be crushed.
Makes the comeback all that much harder for the Larks. 0-2 delivered here in the dirt, blocked by Harrison. It's 1-2. Yeah, you're not going to have that run into a home run and get a 3 spot. It's going to have to be grinding at bats and getting a bunch of hits and get it going against Lily Ware. That's going to be hard.
Yeah, it is. It's going to be tough.
1-2 pitch here. Fisher looking to put up a 0. Get the Larks back on offense in the dirt again. Harrison drops and blocks. It's 2-2. This is when Fisher really wants to throw a strike. You don't want to get to 3-2 here.
Nope, not with the bases loaded.
You're in the driver's seat still 2-2. You can kind of put it on the edge. You can spin it. You can do whatever you need. But 3-2, you kind of have to come right out of the bases loaded. So
Yep.
this needs to be competitive here. And it is. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And Fisher ends the inning with a big K. The Larks will go on offense with their first 0 on the defensive side. A chance to get on the board and start the comeback here against Lily Ware when we come back. Welcome back to the action here at Best Mullet Field.
Mariah Gilmartin.
As we go to the bottom of the fourth inning, left fielder Mariah Gilmartin leading off against Lily Ware, hitless through 3 of the Lark offense. Just a little update for the playoffs. The Larks, the way the Jayhawk Division II is set up, there'll be 2 little district tournaments as Martin takes ball 1 in the dirt. The 2 seed, 7 seed, 3 seed, and 6 seed will go to Pryor, Oklahoma for a 14 bracket. The 1 seed, 8 seed, 4 seed, and 5 seed will go to Topeka. And right now, where it sits, your Larks will be headed to Topeka. Gilmartin, ground ball to the left side. Shiga's going to beat it out for hit number 1 and leads off the 4th with a single. So the way it's laying out right now, the Larks will be facing number 1 seed, who actually are these Highland Scotties. And that'll be in Topeka on Saturday, May 15th. So things could change based on some seeding, but it's almost all but locked in, I believe, at this point. Terry Stanton coming in after the first Lark hit. Takes ball 1 in the dirt.
Yeah, I think when you're looking at teams in action today, most teams are done. Today's the last day of the regular season. So a whole lot of seeding changes may not be happening. I think Highland locked in at the 1 and Hesston is locked in where they are. So a preview of what we're going to see in the first round of the playoffs.
And most likely, you're going to get Lily Ware. So the Larks need to just get all the information they can right here. So
Yeah.
they can beat her next time as Stanton fouls that ball straight back. And she's down 1 and 2 in the count with Gilmartin on first. Stanton, of course, the Lark pitcher that will probably throw in game 2, I'm guessing, as she swings through that one, and it's strike 3. First out of the inning.
Now batting.
And that will bring up Katie Allen as Lark first baseman.
Good pitch there, tailing back in over the outside half of the plate.
Allen is down 0-1. Second pitch is in the dirt. There goes Gilmartin, and she is gunned at second base by Cheyenne Minnick. Gilmartin did a secondary, read the ball in dirt, and took off, and Minnick picked it and threw her out for a 2-6 caught stealing. And Allen will hit now with 2 outs and nobody on here in the 4th.
Yep, that pitch didn't quite get away far enough to allow her a jump that was going to get her into second.
Allen takes outside corner for strike 2, and just like that, Larks are on their heels again here in the 4th. One-two pitch on the way from Ware. Way off. It's 2-2.
The Larks started the inning just the way you want to. Lead off single, putting runners on, but
They load the bases last inning as well, so had a little bit of noise, just not enough. Allen is ground ball to second. Throws across to first for out number 3 is Kirsten Finch. So in that inning, no runs on 1 hit, none left on. We'll go to the top of the 5th. Number 1 seed Highland 7, and the Larks nothing. Marissa Harrison throws down to second base, and the warm-ups are over. We go to the top half of inning number 5. Let's hear another word from our sponsor.
Blue STEM Communities, where our goal is to have a positive impact on quality of life for every individual who lives here, works here, or is our guest.
All right, thank you, Blue STEM Communities. And we're in the top half of the 5th inning. 7-0, Highland leads. Natalie Fisher on the mound in relief of DiMartino. Her second full inning of work and her 3rd overall. And she will face number 9, Alex Cerna. No, I'm sorry, I got that wrong. She will face number 5, Sophie Mayhew. And she takes ball number 1. Mayhew, the Scotty's 3rd baseman. And she'll face Natalie Fisher. 1-0 pitch in the dirt. Ball 2, 2-0. Mayhew on the year, 301. Hitting in that 7 spot for Highland, holding down 3rd base. Gets a 2-0 delivery here from Natalie Fisher, and that's strike 1 on the outside edge.
Good spot there. Good response to when you're down 2-0. Come back and get one.
Highland looking for a run here to invoke the mercy rule if they can hold the Larks down. Larks looking for a 0, keep their comeback hopes alive in this one. It's 3-1 to Mayhew. And Fisher looking down for the sign, the 3-1 pitch. Sliced foul, not a play. It's 3-2. If you're trying to put a 0 up on the board, the leadoff hitter extremely important.
Yeah.
A walk here makes it very difficult on the Larks, as you can do a lot of things with that leadoff runner on. 3-2 pitch from Fisher into right field. Nava there.
Ooh.
Ball jumps just in front of her. And Mayhew ends up on second. Oh, she's going to 3rd. Miranda the relay. Throw. Tag is in time. And she is out.
No way.
And coach arguing that the base is blocked, which is true, but Hobson had the ball, which means it is legal. And he is incorrect.
She caught it about 3 feet out in front of the base.
Correct. If Hobson does not have the ball, she cannot block the base. The ball beat her by 20 feet, so she can block as much as she wants as long as she has the ball. So what was that there? A 9-6-5 put out to get the leadoff out of the inning. And we'll go to batter number 2, Lauren Johnson, the Highland center fielder. She takes strike 1. The ball just sliced in front of Nava in right. I thought she had a play on it, and she kind of took a little dive and just couldn't quite get to it, but the relay throw perfect.
Yep.
And Miranda a strike over to 3rd as well. So a nice relay from the Larks, and that's ball 1. It's 1-1.
Looked like the wind might have knocked that ball down just a little bit more than Nava was anticipating out there, but
it's been killing all the balls to that side of the field.
Yeah. She did a great job sticking with it, though, got the throw in, and
honestly surprised that Mayhew would even try it at that point, as that ball was just off the edge, 2-1. She had a stand-up double, and the ball was in Miranda's hands, I mean, when she just barely turned. And it was a bad send by the coach or a missed stop sign by the player. Either way, Larks get that lead out. So now they're working on Johnson, 2-1. Takes that one high for ball 3. And to the coach's credit, that the base was blocked. Hobson was there. But when she has the ball, she has every right to just stand there.
Yep.
And she put a knee down and kind of made it pay a little bit. Ball skied up in the air. Miranda calling for it. She will take it for out number 2. Larks 1 pitch away from getting out of the 5th with a second straight 0. And it's going to be Kenzie Ogden for Highland, the Highland 9-hitter.
drove in a run earlier in the game. See if she can get something started here, a little bit 2-out rally going.
Takes a slow curve high for ball 1. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That's there, sliced foul. Miranda on the run, makes the play in foul territory for out number 3, and that's going to do it. No runs on 1 hit. And nobody left on. We're going to the bottom of the fifth. Highland 7, Hesston 0. All right, welcome back after a long intermission. During the intermission, I believe the Highland assistant coach got ejected, maybe? There was a confrontation between the Highland coach and the field umpire after that correct call at third base, which was being argued by the Highland third base coach. I don't think he's leaving, so maybe he's not ejected. Either way, maybe a warning was given. But we'll go back to the action here. Bottom of the fifth inning, Izzy Kane leading off for Hesston takes ball one down from Highland starter Lily Ware, who has put up 4 zeros, only giving up 1 hit for the Scotties.
To go along with a multitude of strikeouts so far. Living up to her numbers.
Doing a good job. 1-0 pitch is on the corner, and that's why right there. She goes firm, down and away, and that's hard to hit. And it's 1-1.
Yeah, not a whole lot that Izzy can do with that one other than just say, good pitch. Let's see the next one.
Looks like coaches are still there, so there must have been a warning issued. Neither coach liked it on the Highland side. And it's 1-0. It's 2-1. I think, again, to that point, the call was right. But I understand why the coach was frustrated.
For sure.
So a 2-1 pitch here from Ware to Kane. I believe Kane walked there last time as well. It's that one foul, out of play.
Yep, Kane reached on a walk and then was caught in between second and third on the interference call.
Yeah, she made contact with the Highland shortstop, Gabby Schultz, on a ground ball and got called out for interference. And that was the right call as well.
Yeah, for sure.
2-2 pitch here from Ware to Kane. Hits it to first base off the glove, and Kane's going to reach with either a hit or an E3. I believe an E3. Ball should have been gloved by Alex Cerna. So Kane reaches for the second time, and Highland will do a quick mound visit. And the Highland, I've never seen this before, but during the mound visit here, the second Highland coach is doing an outfield visit.
Man, if you've got time, you might as well.
The small differences between softball and baseball that I'm learning.
You're not going to send Coach McLeod out to talk to your outfielders?
No, I don't. It doesn't seem necessary, but it apparently was. So here we go. So we got Katie Allen is coming in. Sorry, Olivia Nava hitting for the Larks in the 9-hole. And she takes strike one on the outside corner. Nava, a slap hitter from the left side for Hesston. She'll hit with Kane on first and nobody out as Hesston looks to crack the scoreboard for the first time. That ball's way off. And they throw down a first, not in time again. Could not be gloved by Cerna. And it shot into right field, but nothing Kane could do about it. 1-1 pitch.
Kane's a good athlete over there on first. Only 4 stolen bases on the season, but is a threat. Keep an eye on her. Got a little too far off there, and luckily the throw was just offline.
1-1 pitch, chopped to third, going right first with it. It's caught. 5-3 put out. Cuts down Nava. We'll go to the top of the order. Runner on second and 1 out for Jesse Miranda. One of the cool parts about softball that baseball doesn't have is left-handed catchers. And the reason it's okay in softball is because they make that throw down to first a heck of a lot more than they do to third.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
And they snapped that, and she got rid of it in a hurry. Did Cheyenne Winnick. So here's Miranda. 0-0 count, slaps that one back and off the screen. Miranda has a chopper to the pitcher and a chopper to third so far on the day. The 1 to third.
Yeah, 1 for 2.
Yeah, the 1 to third was a nice single there. And if she hits one here and gets it through the infield, Kane will score and get the Larks on the board. The ball is down on that outside corner. That spot has been hit all day, and it's there. It's a strike. It's just a really good pitcher's pitch.
Yep, not a whole lot that Desi can do with it. And Weir's just wearing it out, which is what good pitchers do.
0-2, delivery here. This time Jessie fouls that off, knowing that she has to cover that pitch with 2 strikes. That's one as a hitter you're not really going to swing at with no strikes and with 1, but with 2 you have to.
Yep, you got to fight it off and live to see another one.
0-2. Miranda's in a hole. Kane on second. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Went with a little screwball off the plate there, and they got her. And there are now 2 outs for Lexi Sylvie with Kane on second. Look how hard they shifted the outfield to the left. That's what Coach was saying, I believe, because they have moved really hard in that left spot. Looks like it's based on, she takes ball with her, it's based on where Ware is pitching these lefties. She's going away, away, away. And so they left the right fielder where she was, but the left fielder and center fielder are hard shifting to the opposite side as that ball skied backwards onto the screen.
Yeah,
Maybe
makes sense.
One of the first teams I've seen that really moves their outfielders compared to the other teams, I believe. Maybe the reason that they're 38-6, huh?
Yeah. I mean, it can't hurt, right?
Yeah. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Mark's having a hard time getting on the heat of Ware, and Lexi Sylvie is behind here. Ware looking to complete her 5th shutout inning if she could put Sylvie away. And she does. Another screwball away. Larks go down there. No runs on no hits and 1 left on. We'll go to the top of the 6th. Highland in control, 7-0. Top of the 6th inning here, Best Mullet Field. Beautiful afternoon. A little bit of wind coming in from right field. Highland 2 runs in the first, 1 in the second, 4 in the third to build a 7-0 lead behind ace Lily Ware. 5 shutout innings and 1 hit. And Highland back to work on the offensive side. They'll go to the top of the order. Cheyenne Minnick, the Highland catcher, will face Natalie Fisher, who put up 2 zeros of her own. Looking for another here. That slow curve in there, just high. for ball 1. Fisher getting the sign. Spins it in her hand, kicks and deals off the plate for ball 2. It's 2-0.
Nice crowd came out today to support. Last home game of the season.
Larks will be in action. Strike 1 there on the curve. Will be in action, what, on next Saturday?
Yeah.
For the playoffs. But it will not be here. It'll be in Topeka to make the drive out to support your Larks. I'm not sure what the streaming options are like, but I'm sure they've got a decent team doing that one. 2-1 pitch. Well, that's right there. Nope, just down. Not loving that down pitch. That's all right. Ball 3, 3-1. He's been very consistent on it.
Yeah, hasn't called it all day, which is okay. As a pitcher, you want every single one of them, but consistency is what you ask for.
And that ball's on the outer edge there. He's called that one all day, which is good. 3-2 count here. Fisher trying to avoid a leadoff base runner when she faces the middle of this Scotty order. Ball ripped into right for a single. Here comes Nava. Looking for a play at first, does not have it as Minute gets down the line quickly. And hit number 9 for the Scotties will lead off the 6th. We'll go to
Now batting.
Gabby Schultz.
That one was ripped down short right at Nava. Almost, she thought about trying to make a play at first, but
I've yet to see that this year, a girl thrown out at first from right field, but I know it's happened. 0-0 delivery here to Schultz. First pitch, swinging, rips it at Miranda. Miranda gloves it, goes to second for the force out, dropped by Kane. And Highland is in business with 2 on and nobody out. Would have been a 6-4 fielder's choice, but Kane could not corral the feed from Miranda. Definitely had her out if she gets it, but unfortunately just went off the glove. That ball was scalded at Miranda. I wonder if I got a piece of her hand, the bare hand there. Did anything she could just to corral it and then flip it over to 2.
yeah, didn't quite field it cleanly, it looked like, but taking a little bit of time here.
Yeah.
She's a tough one. Had an instance earlier in the year where took one to the face. That's why she's wearing that face mask and has been toughing it out ever since. So,
and she's giving a thumbs up. We're good to go. Alex Sura, the Highland first baseman, cannot speak. First baseman steps in. 2 on, nobody out. Hot water here for the Larks. Fisher's delivery in there for strike 1. Situation earlier in the game, a bunt was put down. Looks like Highland content swinging for runs here in the 6th. And she does square the bunt, does get it down. Tough play here. Hobson comes across, throws on the run, gets the force out at first, and the runners move up. So a sac bunt by Cerna. Right on cue when I said she wasn't going to.
announcer's jinx, I guess.
Dakota Miller, the DP, will step in with a chance to give Highland a chance to invoke the mercy rule. If they score 1 or 2 here and hold Hesston to a 0 in the bottom half, we'll just end this thing in inning early. Hesston looking to get a big strikeout or pop out here. First pitch spun in there for strike 1.
Good spot to start off the at-bat.
Yeah, no easy ones here. No freebies. Clean play on the defense. See if you can make them earn it.
Yeah, exactly.
0-1 pitch. Yeah, works that outer edge, just misses it. Good pitch there. Miller looking down for signs. Possible safety squeeze, but for one. Already did it once this game.
Yeah, try to get that for sure one across.
Interesting. See if they definitely some speed on third, and Minnick does square the bunt, puts it down. It's going to be a run for sure. Throw to first in time, and it's 8-0. Yeah, that's just impossible to stop, to be honest with you. That's why those leadoff base runners are important.
Yeah,
Because you can work it to third with nobody out, and then a sac bunt, and then a safety squeeze, and just like that.
She placed that bunt just far enough up the line that only play that Fisher had was going to first.
Lauren Gray steps in and takes strike one from Fisher. She's the Scotty right fielder. So the Larks need one and will need one in the bottom half once they get to it. And this is a big run on third here because getting two is much tougher. So Fisher looking to get Gray here. 0-1 pitch. Spin slow curve, just missed on the outer half. Harrison held it and wanted it. And umpire and Coach Bell.
She was
didn't
wanting
do
it
it
as well.
here. And takes the mask off and is yelling a bit. I believe just warned her. So each coach holding a warning in their pocket today. Umpire's still looking. Kind of asking for it now, isn't he?
Hate to say it, but look that way.
1-1 count. Fisher attacks Gray. Big slow curve fly to the center field. Lexi Sylvie is there. Makes the grab. Ends the inning. Umpire walking towards the dugout. That's a mistake.
Yep.
And we will go to the bottom of the sixth. Larks need one to keep going. You're at Best Mobile Field. We'll get right back with you. Kimberlyn Hobson will lead off
Hey, there
for
you
the
go.
Larks. Nailed that one on Thursday. Could not get her name right. I apologize to the Hobson family. And Lily Ware looking to complete her 11th game of the season if she can set down the Larks without giving up a run here. Otherwise, we'll have to go 7. She's got 4 shutouts on the year. And Hobson leads off 0-1 count here. The ball's up and away for ball 1. Again, Larks need 1. Mercy Rule 8 runs here in the Jayhawk. And if they do not get 1, this thing will end prematurely after 6 innings. 1-1 count. Hobson takes it upstairs for strike 2.
Big gap in right center here. Outfielder's still playing shifted over to left, maybe because of the wind a little bit.
Yep.
Playing the lefties to go to the left side.
Ooh. Ball's upstairs, and Kimbo swings through it for strike 3, and there's 1 out. And Ware picks up yet another strikeout. She's adding to it, isn't she?
Adding to the total. Adding.
Marissa Harrison will hit for Hesston. Again, trying to keep it alive, looking for 1. Here's Ware's 0-0 delivery to Harrison. That's outside for ball 1. Ware still got the velo.
Oh, yeah.
Ball still burn it in there. And Hesston really hasn't caught up to it much today.
Yeah, she hasn't slowed down, not showing any signs of fatigue here.
That's something they'll have to make an adjustment on before they go face her in Topeka on next Saturday. And I assume they're going to face her, I guess.
I guess they don't have to.
They do not have to, but if I'm a coach, I am a coach, and I will never do that. Don't make that mistake of
overthinking.
Balls fouled over on the soccer field, right field. Yeah, don't make a mistake. You want to win your first game in the tournament, right? It's extremely difficult to play through the loser's bracket. You have to play more games. You have to play tired. You have to play at worse times, early in the mornings. And so you need to win that opener to get yourself in the right spot in the bracket. So I would throw Ware out, 100 times out of 100. 3-1 count here, especially after seeing her pitch like this against Hesston, right? You're
you
thinking,
get a game like this, you're thinking we score 8. Yeah. She's not going to give up anything. And
ooh, that's right there for strike 2. It's 3-2. Yeah, I think, and we'll see. We don't know exactly what Hesston or Highland has behind Ware, but we'll see somebody different in game 2 here today. So we'll get a chance to look at somebody. 3-2 pitch ripped into right field. It's going to hang up for Lauren Gray. Makes the catch, but a loud out number 2 by Marissa Harrison. That ball was barreled
Unfortunately, it was just right at the right fielder.
Absolutely. Ball was hit really hard. Mariah Gilmartin steps in. The only luck with a base hit. Hit a ground ball in the 6th hole that was gloved by Schultz, but deep in the hole, could not make the throw across. So Gilmartin looking to double the Lark hit total with a knock here. Takes that one down for ball 1. Larks onto their last out. Need a run to keep it going. Gilmartin can reach. We get Terry Stanton with a chance. Whoa, pitch here. Foul tipped off the glove, out of play. It's 1-1. At the conclusion of this one, we'll have about a 25, 30-minute break before we get to game 2. I assume you'll see the lady that's on deck, Terry Stanton, in the circle for Hesston. I'm not sure exactly who the Highland star will be, but Gilmartin skies it in the air to the left.
Settles under it.
And it is caught, and that's the ball game. So game number 1 goes the way of the Scotties, 8-0. We'll get a break for you here. We'll get right back with you for game 2 in about 30 minutes. What'll that be, about
3 o'clock?
Yeah, right around 3 o'clock. We'll hear from you. You'll hear from us then. We'll get your lineups and get you rolling this beautiful, beautiful Saturday afternoon in Hesston, Kansas.